Good morning, my dear students. Today we discuss about the module 10 in LADC in unit 1. It's our topic. Today's topic is non-homogeneous system of equations. So first we go through that how the non-homogeneous system of equations looks like. So here, the non-homogeneous system of equations means which is an equation of having first degree in any number of variables having a constant is called non-homogeneous equation. For example, a11x1 plus a12x2 plus so on a1nxn is equals to b1, and a21x1 plus a22x2 plus so on a2nxn is equals to b2, and so on an1x1 plus an2x2 plus amnxn is equals to bn. Here in this system of equations, this is called the system of equations. We observe that in this system of equations, n variables are there, x1, x2, xn are variables. A11, A12, A1n are the constants. And these are also a constant. Each equation having a constant means which is a non-homogeneous. Already we discussed in the last module how the homogeneous system looks like. In a homogeneous, there is no constant. In a non-homogeneous, it's a constant. Now, we are expressing this equation or system of equations into matrix form. Here, remember this, in this system of equations, m equations are given in n number of variables. Now, we write this system of equations as Ax is equals to B, where A is the coefficient matrix, X is the variable matrix, and B is called the constant matrix. In the matrix A, write in the first equation, the coefficients of x1 to xn are in the first row. And in the second equation, all the coefficients of x1 to xn are in the second row, and so on in the last row. And where x is equals to, that's a variable matrix, which is a column matrix, right? All the variables as a columns in the column matrix. And B is the constant matrix. That is also a column matrix, right? All the constants in the system of equations as a columns. Now, augmented matrix. For finding the solutions of a non-homogeneous system of equations, we need to write the augmented matrix. So this augmented matrix is just add a column B to A, to the matrix A, just like this. This is from this to this is a column, this is matrix A. Just add one more column that as constant column to this matrix, which is written as matrix A. Just simply, for our understanding, just simply draw a line there and B. That means this is separated from the first, this one, this n columns are represented as the matrix A. And the last column, including this last column, is represented as an augmented matrix. So here, based on the rank of A and rank of this augmented matrix, now we decide that what type of matrix or what type of solution is exist for the non-homogeneous system of equations. Okay. So now, consistency of system of equations. So what type of solution exists? Is there any possibility to exist a solution, or it does not exist a solution? That we discuss now. Here, just here I am writing, I am giving the structure or procedure to how to find the solution of system of non-homogeneous equations. Here, first write the system of equations as a matrix form, and then write the first, you write the augmented matrix AB, just like this. Just like this, write the augmented matrix. After that, find the rank of A and rank of AB by reducing this augmented matrix into echelon form by using elementary transformations. Okay, so here one point you need to remember. If you reduce augmented matrix into echelon form, in the single matrix, you have the rank of A and also rank of AB. in this matrix, if you reduced into echelon form, in the first n columns, number of non-zero rows is the rank of A. You can completely then the number of non-zero rows in entire the matrix AB, augmented matrix, is rank of AB. There is no need to find separately the rank of A and rank of AB. Because of that purpose, we are using here augmented matrix. If we are converting augmented matrix into echelon form, then you can directly write the rank of A and also rank of AB. That we will again explain in the example. Now, after finding the rank of A and rank of AB, depending on the conditions of these, we will decide that what type of solution is exist. Here, let us consider R with the rank of a matrix A and R dash with the rank of AB. Then we check the consistency of the equations using the following points. If R is not equals to R dash, that means rank of A is not equals to rank of AB. Then the equations are inconsistent. That means no solution. And if R is equals to R dash is equals to N, that means rank of R is equal, rank of A is equals to rank of AB, which is equals to number of unknowns. Then the system of equations are consistent. That means the system has a solution. It is unique solution. Okay. Now coming to the next point, if R is equals to R dash, which is less than N, that means rank of A is equals to rank of AB, that's augmented matrix, which is equals to or which is less than the number of unknowns which is given in the system of equations. Then the system is consistent, but it has infinite number of solutions. That all is depending on the relation between R, R dash and N. So this is the points that mathematically depending on these points we are deciding that what type of solution is exist. But what is the geometrical meaning of this system of solutions? Here R is not equals to R dash. R is not equals to R dash means rank of A is not equals to rank of AB. That means it has no solution. That means here each equation represents a plane. Okay, those planes are not intersecting at a point. Though all the three planes are n planes, whatever the equations are given, number of equations represents a number of planes. Those number of planes are not intersecting at one point. Okay, and or we can say that those are parallel to each other. Whereas are parallel here like this. This is the one plane and this is another plane. Both are parallel to each other. That means these planes are not intersecting each other. That means there does not having any intersecting point. That means there is no solution. Here solution is nothing but at how many points those planes are intersecting each other. Parallel means there is no intersecting point. That means no solution. If we are supposing like this, if we consider this one as a plane and this one as another plane, both are intersecting like this, then how many intersecting points are existing here? One. Whatever the number of planes here, one plane, second plane, third plane, fourth plane are like this. Okay, if n number of planes are intersecting at one point, at only one point, at such a case, in that case, the system has only one solution, that is unique solution. In that case, rank of A is equals to rank of augmented matrix. Coming to the third point, R is equals to R dash, which is less than N. If we consider three planes, okay, three planes and three equations in three unknowns. That means three plane equations are there. Here all the planes are intersecting like this. That means overlapping. All the three planes, that is only two planes I am giving example. Here all the three, one more plane is there. All the three planes are intersecting like this. Then the system has infinite number of solutions. That is the geometrical meaning of solution of system of equations. Now I'm explaining through an example here. I'm considering the example with 4 equations, 4 unknowns. So here 2x minus 2y plus 4z plus 3w is equals to 9. X minus y plus 2z plus 2w is equals to 6. 2x minus 2y plus z plus 2w is equals to 3. And x minus y plus w is equals to 2. These are 4 equations in 4 unknowns. That means x, y, z and w are the unknowns. First, write the equations as a matrix form. Ax is equals to b. And then write augmented matrix. Augmented matrix means just write, add the column B to the matrix A. Here A is 2 minus 2, 4, 3. Up to this one is our A. Only up to this one is our A. The first 4 columns are A. Here we are adding the constants 9, 6, 3, 2 as a column, as the 5th column. This is an augmented matrix. Now, reduce this augmented matrix into echelon form for finding the matrix. Here, using elementary transformations and reduce this into echelon form, that means upper triangular matrix. For our convenience, if it possible, convert this A11 as 1. If it is not 1, then there is no problem. Using elementary transformations, consider this one as a pivot element. Using this pivot element, make these columns or these elements 1, 2, 1 are zeros. Here, for our convenience, just I am interchanging R1 and R2. Then this is a 1. Then it is very easy to simplify. After that, using here I am considering the pivot element as 1. Using this pivot element 1, these 2 to 1 converting into zeros. Just as elementary transformations are R2. That means this row, applying the transformation on this row as R2 minus 2 times of R1. And similarly R3, applying the transformation on R3 as R3 minus 2 times of R1, because of 2 minus 2 is 0. I am concentrating only on this element. This element becomes 0 when 2 minus 2 is 0. That is possible when R3 minus 2 times of R1. Now I am concentrating on this value. I want to convert this element to 0 by using R1. So this is 1, here also 1. So 1 minus 1. I am not applying on single element. I am applying the transformation on entire row. That's why R4 minus R1. Next. By applying these elementary transformation, it becomes like this. Okay. Now, here this one, here observe this. In the second row, the first non-zero element is minus 1. But here this is 0, but this is here some more non-zero elements are there. So by interchanging rows, converting this into pivot element, some non-zero element by considering as pivot element. By interchanging this, I will get like this. Then here minus 2 is considered as pivot element. Using minus 2, make this minus 3 becomes 0. Like R3 minus 3 by 2 R2. Okay, because minus 3 here, if it is 3, then it becomes 0. Just for that, I am multiplying 3 and divide with 2. So minus of minus plus 3. Minus 3 plus 3 becomes 0. Applying the transformation to entire the elements, entries in that corresponding row. Now it like this. Now here, now coming to the third row. The third row, this is our pivot element. Using this pivot element, convert this element to 0. Because of this is a fraction, if you want, you can multiply this by 2. Then it becomes an integer. Then it is easy to find the simplifications. Or you can directly find, no problem. If it is minus 1 by 2, then I want to make this minus 1 to 0 by using this element. R4, I am applying the transformation on this row. So R4 to R4. minus 2 times of R3. Okay, just applying this, it becomes this. So what is the number of non-zero rows now? Here observe this. Is this an echelon form? Here number of zeros are increasing. And if there exist any zeros, that must be in the last row. If all the entries are zeros, but here not completely zero rows. Here 2 zeros, 3 zeros, and 4 zeros. So which is echelon form. Now, what is the rank of A here? Here, rank of A means this is our A. This is our A. In this matrix A, this is our A. What is the number of non-zero rows? Number of non-zero rows is 3. What is augmented matrix means? This complete matrix is our augmented matrix. In this augmented matrix, the number of non-zero rows are 4. Here also a non-zero element is there. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of non-zero rows is rank of augmented matrix AB. So rank of augmented matrix is 4. So rank of A is not equals to rank of AB. That means the system is inconsistent. That means the system has no solution. What is the meaning of the system is inconsistent? Those planes, that's a 4 planes are not intersecting. Okay, maybe those planes are parallel, or maybe those planes are not intersecting. All the 4 planes are not intersecting. It may be intersecting one with the other, or one with the second, or second with the third, or third with the fourth. But all the planes are not intersecting at a point, even at a point. That is the geometrical meaning of that solution. Now we go through another example. So once observe this, determine the values of A and B for which the system x plus 2y plus 3z is equals to 6, x plus 3y plus 5z is equals to 9, 2x plus 5y plus az is equals to b have no solution, unique solution, infinite number of solutions. Yeah, for what values of A and B? Now we discuss all these points that we will continue in the next video.